After all, we had the strongest economy of any G7 country in 2018, 2019, and 2020. That was all under Trump, obviously. And despite the challenge of COVID last year, our real median household income was more than $67,000.
Can we break this up by race? I know you don't like doing it because, like, why talk about that? That's silly. But you might see a very large discrepancy. Oh, damn. Serfs propaganda to fall asleep to or wake up to, depending on how your day is going. All right. Let's clean this up a wee bit. And don't forget, everyone, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, hit the thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps get a new viewer on the stream. Hit the subscribe button. It's also free, and it fills up the line, makes line go up. I'm pretty sure everyone here understands that the vaccine hysteria that Fox News has been pushing and Jimmy Dore have been pushing are with purpose. It's because it's very good ratings, very good for the monies, and because of that, they keep doing it. Unfortunately, what it's doing is it's resulting in a very large loss of life for conservatives, for Republicans. As of right now, 99.5% of the people dying from COVID are unvaccinated. So it's really drawing a stark difference between the blue and the red states in terms of their ability to survive this catastrophe, utter and complete catastrophe. I mean, as we're nearing, how many people have died in America right now? 735,000. So we're getting pretty close to the 1 million people have died from this. That's fucked. It's really fucked up. Wow. Anyways, it turns out we have a solution. And the solution as of right now is a vaccine. It's not a perfect one like any solution. However, it does dramatically reduce your chances of infection, your chances of symptoms, your chances of ever going to a hospital, let alone your chances of dying. I mean, without the vaccine, yeah, things are looking pretty grim. So please get vaccinated. Tell your friends to get vaccinated. All that great stuff. Lance, are you doing anything fun for Halloween? Nothing planned yet. We're still in COVID-ish rules in British Columbia, so it's not as if I can necessarily have a Jello orgy like most people do on Halloween.
Winter. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Now, we already know that Biden's team is incompetent on many fronts. So in military affairs, their embarrassing performance in Afghanistan. In foreign policy, their humiliation with Kerry and Blinken across the table from their counterparts at the CCP. And at the border, they're importing a trifecta of disasters, from COVID to crime to poverty. But as nightmarish as all of that has been, Biden's on track to eclipse all of it with his pathetic handling of the economy.
When you take a step back and look at what's happening, we're actually making real progress. Maybe it doesn't seem fast.
Kubi, that is actually a really good meme. Oh, hold on a sec. Far left, we're gonna get everyone's basic needs met. Far right, we're gonna exterminate entire social groups because they're impure. Centrists, I really cannot tell you two apart. Yep, this is basically Andrew Yang. It's like, if I was to summarize.
Fast enough. I'd like to see it faster, and we're going to make it faster.
Well, he'll still be making this claim in 2024.
Sorry, what's the other one? Lynn Wood, banned from Twitter, QAnon lawyer, Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer, called Marjorie Taylor Greene a communist because, according to the right-wing attorney, the Republican congressman is running around saying impeach Biden. That says that Biden won. He didn't. That's amazing. This is good on so many levels. Because I mean, I guess this is the equivalent of like tax the rich, you know, AOC wearing the tax the rich dress, and then all the conservatives getting really upset about that and being like, oh, sorry, all the liberals getting upset about that and being like, oh, it's performative. Oh, I can't believe she would ever do such a thing. And it's cringe. I'll give you that. It's cringe. But here's the equivalent: is basically Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't extreme enough anymore. She's sold out. She's sold out. All right, for the QAnon crowd, because she's running around saying impeach Biden. She should be saying Biden never won. She sold out, you know? That's the problem. It's a democratic machine, you know? Marjorie Taylor Greene goes to Washington and then just completely gets converted. That's too bad. You hate to see it, everyone.
It's coming faster any day now. Because for the left, things are always going to improve in the future, but they actually never do. It's the ultimate bait and switch. Maybe we should call it bankrupt and switch. Now, this could have been a slam dunk, the economy, even for Biden's goofballs. After all, we had the strongest economy of any G7 country in 2018, 2019, and 2020. That was all under Trump, obviously. And despite the challenge of COVID last year, our real median household income was more than $67,000.
Can we break this up by race? I know you don't like doing it because, like, why talk about that? That's silly. But you might see a very large discrepancy.
Which was 6% higher than it was in 2016 under Obama. And thanks to President Trump's leadership, Biden's team not only inherited new vaccines, but an enormous supply of them at a time when many other countries didn't have any. So all Biden had to do was, number one, make the vaccines widely available. Number two, lift all restrictions on economic activity. And number three, let the Trump-era policies and the hard work of the American people take us back to the booming economy we enjoyed before COVID.
Okay, so I know it's hard to get in between all that stuff, but basically, Fox is, I think, going to start this pattern of you'll see conservatives starting to change their tune a little bit. Like, the numbers are just starting to get too out of control. I don't know. It's going to be very tough to see. It's basically, and you know, obviously money is going to be guiding whatever principles people have in this regard, but is there going to be such an overwhelming burden by a loss of life, a Republican loss of life in this case, for the unvaccinated, that they're going to have to start choosing to do that over the high ratings that they're getting for continuing to espouse vaccine propaganda? It's going to be that tough call in between the two. Like, I know they have no care about the loss of life, but what they do care about is gerrymandering, right? And I'm not talking about just gerrymandering districts, but that'll all go to shit if, like, every single district's main Republican populace starts to die off. I don't think we're that far yet. I don't think the numbers are, like, getting that extreme, but it is neat to see, like, Breitbart, for example, is already starting to kind of reverse their course on the anti-vax stuff. I mean, they've been doing that article on the, like, hey, are we dying to own the libs here? What's going on? Yes, it's kind of like a beast of their own creation, but they've run away with it. And so how fast do we tether this thing in, you know? She's 68. Wow, she looks very good for 68. Who knew? The poisoning of the soul does not poison the skin. Hey, do you like movies? Do you like Serfs? Do you want movies and Serfs watching the movies? So then come over to the new channels. It's the Serfs Cinema. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like, just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks why do older generations believe the things they believe, one of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, may you shower us mortals with gifts from the heaven. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are your humble jesters, clowning around for your amusement. To our lord, Trevor R. and Alexander Thaler, we give you our thanks for this meager land for us to toil our seed. To our knights of the Round Table, Egbard Sealine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariana McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Ants Are Still Running the World, Coulter Smith, Tom Groh, Val 9000, Jenna Tal, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Chronic de Hemphog, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our glasses and we salute you, our comrades.